Hello! It's Tuesday, the 3rd of February 2026. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. I'm afraid it's not your story. Today's story is all about the countdown to the checkered flag for Real Racing 3. We've got 44 days left-ish. And we're commiserating by competing in multiple series, albeit fewer. And this is part 15 of that mini-series. Game on screen, bit of game audio. Okay. Virtual Medical Dr. Ayaka enters the chat on the YouTube side, says hello. Hello back, welcome along. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. Right, so we've got 6 series, so I'm going to try and do my 2-hour stint. I was a bit short yesterday because I messed up with my servicing. I really hope I haven't messed up with my servicing today. I'm going, did I double check this before I started the stream? I didn't, did I? Oh well. Let's see what happens. Right. So we've got a new car in the stream. So we're going to start off with the Hypercar Club. And we're doing a race. I believe it's a cup. Requiring a minimum PR of 80 at the East Circuit at Suzuka, 7 laps, and we're using the Lamborghini Centenario, I hope I've pronounced that right, LP770-4. You know, who really likes these snappy names? I do actually, I don't like these long names. Here's a blast from the past. Melvin Lee enters the chat, says hi, welcome along, good to see you again. It's been a while. Thank you for watching and saying hi in the chat. Right, so let's just get racing, I guess. Yeah, Lamborghini LP770-4. Need minimum PR of 80. Got this car at 81.3. Need to be a little bit strategic with my gold spending to try and maximise the number of different series I can race in, while also ensuring we get exclusive series open. So following my normal guidelines, not rules, guidelines. So guideline 1, stay on track. Guideline 2, don't damage your car. Guideline 3, don't damage anyone else's car. Don't smash into anything, in fact. And guideline 4, no cheating. No shortcuts off the track to take advantage. As I said, they're guidelines. Whoops. Okay, so that's not a bad first lap. We're in 6th place at the end of lap 1. 6 laps to go. 5 cars to overtake. I like those odds. Now, was I off track there? I'm saying no. Right, can we overtake another one? We can. Oh, yes. So, nice and smooth at this moment in time. Now, this car should be with us for a few streams because I've got this series to finish off and then an exclusive series to open up with this car. Now, if I get in the lead, we'll have a quick look inside. See, oh gosh, here we go. Oh, almost. See what the interior of the car is like. See what the cockpit view is like. I'm suspecting the view won't be brilliant because it looks like it's quite a low down car. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, there we go. Into second, whoa, second place by the end of lap 3. So we've got 4 laps to go, 1 car to overtake, so we're looking good. We're looking good. I don't think this car's going to last 20 minutes. But so be it. Yeah, so there's a possibility my streams might get a little bit shorter. Oh look, we've caught back markers as well. There we go. Oh. So I'm in first place at the end of lap 4, and we've already caught back markers as well. So hopefully there'll be a bit of interest till the end. Okay, now that I'm in the lead as well, let's we'll have a look inside once I've get onto the straight. Alright, there we go. Let's have a look. Well, you know what, that's not bad. It's kind of typical for a Lamborghini, to be fair. But not bad. I really liked the cockpit view of the Ferrari SF90 XXL Stradale, mainly because of the dashboard. There was a lot going on. A brand new digital dashboard. I'm going to have a look again, you know, so I just didn't see what my mirrors are like. You know what, that's not bad for a modern car. That's better than most. Better than most. Look at this, we're on the last lap. We're coming in for the win. We're trying to keep it clean. I suspect this car will need servicing. Bearing in mind this car has normal durability, it hasn't got double durability because it hasn't been fully upgraded, but it will be at some point in the near future. Got 4 upgrades to apply, one of them being an $R upgrade. There we go, it's a win. It's a win. We've started off with a win, and look at that, it's only a 5-minute race. Oh, that was my first race of the day, so I got a bonus. I forgot about that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Easy come, easy go. There we go. And I hadn't serviced the car, but fortunately it was enough for one race. There we go, boom. So this car will be back tomorrow. Let's just have a quick look at the series. What other cars are in this series? So at the moment I can't do that one. I need to upgrade past 82, so we will be applying some upgrades ready for tomorrow. So we got the Pagani Hua, which yeah, is kind of cool, kind of okay. And then we've got the Koenigsegg CCXR, which I believe is the first Koenigsegg car. If you go through the series normally, the first Koenigsegg car you'll win. And I believe it's the only Koenigsegg car in the game that costs R dollars. I believe it's about 2.2 million R dollars. But it's a great car. It's a great car. And then obviously we've got the Lamborghini that we've just raced. So Massiage Gamer has entered the chat on the YouTube side, says hello. Hello back, sir. Welcome along. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Melvin Lee says, miss you, Real Racing Free forever. Well, I'm afraid you might miss it because we've got 44 days left. 44 days of glory. Glorious victories in multiple series with multiple cars, hopefully. Right, okay, so that was that one. So that series, that car will be back tomorrow. I will obviously have to apply an upgrade. I'm not doing it now because I'm strategizing. So I'm going to now go to season 1, and we've got another series to race in, and this time it's Behemoth Blitz with the BMW M4. I've just got one of the cups that I finished second in. Can I've now finished first? And Abhijit Sunil says, can't let this game die. Well, you're going to have to. I am a pragmatist, not an idealist. Game's dying. It's a shame. We've had fun with it, but it is going. It's going. I very much doubt EA will change their minds. I think also you probably need to bear... I didn't know this, but I've been doing a little bit of digging in the background just to see what the options are. But apparently it's not the only racing game they've knocked on the head. So they've actually knocked on the head some other racing games that are old PC games. So all I'm going to say is they've got history. Right, okay. So next up then, Laguna Seca Tier 16. Minimum PR 49.6. We've got this car now at 52.9. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better. We've got 6 laps to get first, which is achievable. I always think with 22 cars you need ideally 4 laps on Laguna Seca. So we've got 2 extra, and we've got a car that has a high PR. Now normally after I've done the 180 turn, before the next corner I like to be in 14th place. So let's see how we do. Now obviously there might be some rule breaking going on here. There we go. Oh, you see, that's terrible. I'm only in 17th place. 16, 15. Okay, a little bit behind where I need to be, so I've got to be a little bit aggressive, I think, with the overtaking, although I do have 6 laps, so maybe it's not a complete disaster. There might be a few guidelines broken in this race. I think I've already broken the don't go off track, don't damage your car, and don't bump into another car. Now my audio is going a bit down. 1 second. There we go. I'll turn it back up. Okay, so we're in 11th. That's not too bad. It's not a complete disaster. See, I've gone off track there again. Alright, we're in 9th. I think that's okay. I think that's okay for the victory. So, 8th at the end of lap 1, 7 cars to overtake, 5 laps to do it in. So ideally I need to get a couple of cars on the next couple of laps. Okay, there's one. Oh. Car hasn't got the best grip. I mean, it's funny, if you had this car, you wouldn't complain, would you? If you had it in real life, that is. You go, yeah, this is a good car. Okay, there we go. 2 cars overtaken on this lap. That's good news. Not going to push too hard now. I don't need to, I don't think. I can see 5, 4, 3 and 2 in sight, and 1's just a little bit ahead of that. I'm going for 5th here, there we go. Hey, look at this. 4th place at the end of lap 2. So, 4 laps to go, 3 cars to overtake. Oh dear, oh, a little bit of aggression there, complete aggression. But you can see why I always think you need 4 laps ideally to get a first on this when you've got 22 cars on the starting grid. And I've lost a bit of time because of that little incident there. Okay, there we go, we're back in play. Although first place has stormed off, so I need to get me act into gear. Maybe this is what happened last time. Oh gosh, he's nowhere to be seen. First place. Oh, just out of sight. I believe it's a BMW as well that's in the lead, so hopefully we can catch him up. Hopefully. There we go, we're into second. 2 laps to go after this one. 1 car to overtake, but look how far ahead he is. So I've got to really do a bit of hunting. I suppose that's the point. One of the things also that's quite good about this game is a lot of the other races are technically it's training ground. So you've got the autocross training ground about how fast you can go in a sector effectively. You've got speed snap, that sort of teaches you really how you can get to a higher speed depending on how you take corners, I think. Look at that, we are closing. Speed record as well, so you can understand what part of the track is the fastest. And obviously Hunter, focusing on hunting down an opponent way in the lead, albeit a slower one. Good training for what we've got going on here. 2 laps to go, 1 car to overtake. He is in the lead, but we are catching him up. So I think we've got the opportunity of a win here. Just got to take it smooth. Don't do anything silly. I think we'll catch him with an opportunity to overtake on the last lap. There we go. And it is another BMW, so there we go. And we've also got back markers coming into play. That always helps. For some reason, the computer opponents and the copies of human opponents can't overtake back markers for love or money. But it's okay because we can. So we go into the final lap in first place, albeit only by 10 yards. Watch him try and knock us off now. I'll move well into the inside. So he's overtaking me, he's doing it the hard way. And now we're overtaking back markers as well. There we go, look at that. Right, so this will be a series completed, and some gold reward. So this will be the last time you see this car. So we've raced a hypercar, so we've had a sort of top range car. We're now doing very much a mid to low range car. There we go, another overtake. 100 yards ahead of second. I think we've got this one. And we've got a mixture of cars still to do, including what I'd probably class as a low end car, at least in this game. In fact, that'll be next. There we go. So that is one series down, which means I've got to find another series to race in for tomorrow. Flipping heck, it's all expense at the moment. It's a good job I've got a little bit of cash. Right, there we go. So that is some more gold, please. Another series completed, please. Oh, yeah. And there we go. Behemoth Blitz completed. 273 gold. That's about 2/5 of a car nowadays in terms of upgrades. Not obviously in terms of buying a car. Whew, we still don't want to be doing any of that stuff. Although we did have to buy one of the cars a bit ago, but that was a long time ago now. Right, okay, so we're two series down after 22 minutes. Abhijit Sunil says, I'm planning to go offline and drive all my favourite cars at the end date. I don't know if that's going to work. Well, I mean, the point is nobody does. I mean, what they've said is they didn't say you can't play the game. They were quite strategic in their words. They said gameplay will be unavailable or something like that. And basically what they were saying is all the money will be unavailable. Now I thought I know what they're going to do. In the same way we had the outage, I thought round 8 would have an expire date and it would coincide with the 20th. That hasn't happened. So it will be interesting to see what happens and if you can at the very least play. What it could mean is you can play the game, but you don't. It doesn't record the fact you've got a first because you don't get any rewards and you can't spend any gold, any R dollars or M dollars. That's the impression I get. Will it be available after that date? I'm going to assume no. And if it is available, it will be in a very limited way, I suspect. That will be the problem. Anyway, that's just how it is. We'll find out on the 20th. As I said, in the meantime, I'm getting my fun out of it, getting the vids out of it, and then we'll find another game, which will start next week. I think I've earmarked Wednesday for the first 2 games to take a look at. Now, I was going to do I've highlighted 6 games in total, and I was going to do 2 games per stream, but I've realised one of the games I've got on my PC already. I've either never played it or played it once, which again it isn't a good sign. So I might split it over 4 streams and have 3 streams for mobile games and then a stream for PC games, but we'll see. Right, 2 series down. Let's move on to season 4. And it's Battle of the EVOs or EVOs. Tier 20, we've got a cup race around Lime Rock Park. Unfortunately, I don't quite have enough, so I need to spend gold. But all I'm going to do is spend the smallest amount of gold. Now, exhaust and suspension are the same for me, so I'm going to go with exhaust because it impacts acceleration and top speed. Suspension, I mean, it impacts grip. You could argue that's important. And braking, which I don't think it's that important, even though I always complain when cars have bad brakes. So I'm going for the 60 gold on the exhaust. 213 gold left. We're above the 25.6 minimum PR to enter the race. This is a low-end car in the game. Mitsubishi Motors Lancer Evolution X, 26.2, not quite fully upgraded. No point fully upgrading it because, well, there's no exclusive series. So all I ever do is upgrade the car enough to complete the series it's in. Paul S1123 enters the chat and says, "Good evening, Tony. Good evening, sir. Welcome along. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat." Right, 11 laps. 11 apps. 11, oof, tongue twister. 11 laps. Right. Oh, hello. We're gonna, wait, look at that. Already got, oh, yeah. Got to be careful I don't go flying off here. There we go. Oh. So we're into 12. Now in fairness, for one overtake per lap I only need a couple of cars to overtake, but I feel the requirement to try and push up the field as much as possible. Oh. Especially if cars do that. Oh, and I tell you what, this hasn't got a chicane in it, this particular configuration of Lime Rock Park. So, going to be some serious racing to the end. Okay, end of lap 1, 8th place. 10 laps to go, 7 cars to overtake. So, focus on 1 car per lap, anything more is a bonus. No point in pushing too hard. We're in charge, even though we're only in 6. About 3 cars already on this lap. So, this will also, if we do win this, this will also be the last appearance of this car. Now, I believe, ironically, this car was a 12th present gift from Real Racing 3 to all of us. That kind of sticks in the back of the throat now, doesn't it? Never mind. Right, look at that. We are in 3rd already. So we're on a bit of a streak at the moment. The only problem is, this means another series completed, which means having to find another bloody series to race in. Now, in fairness, I do have 2 cars lined up. The only problem is, they both need quite a bit of gold to be spent on them. So, not sure how that's going to go. Look at this, nicely into 2nd. No point in pushing. Not so much take our time, but keep it smooth. We're in 2nd place. 4 laps done, 7 laps to go, only 1 car to overtake, and I reckon we'll get him here. There we go. That's it. Victory is in our grasp. 100 yards ahead after 5 laps. Still a long way to go. This is a crazy amount of laps for a Tier 20 Cup race, albeit on a track that is not particularly long in terms of one single lap. When you consider as well, this car's not particularly fast. We're getting through a lap every 40 seconds. Is it 45? Might be 45. No, it's 48 seconds. Nevertheless, well under a minute. So it'll be another car that's we're done with after 10 minutes. Alright, there we go. Okay, first by 371 yards at the time I was initially looking. That's dropped down a bit. We're catching and we will be overtaking back markers. Lap 8. 3 more laps after this. There you go, there we go, and we're round. Okay, lap 9 completed. 500 yards in the lead. We're on to the penultimate lap. Two wheels on the grass. Whoopsie daisy. So this will be another gold reward, and technically speaking I don't need to spend any more gold today, but I will have to spend some gold tomorrow. I'm going to have to spend some gold on the Lamborghini, and I'm going to have to spend some gold on other cars if I want to be racing in other series. So bit of intrigue, bit of intrigue. There we go. Fairly consistent racing around that track. We've done 35 minutes and we've completed three, well, we haven't completed 3 series, but we're done with 3 series and 3 cars. This car is done. Service it just for completeness. $24 gold. That actually means we've only got 4 series currently in play. There we go though. So, right, so now we move back to the exclusive section. Ferrari 488 GT3. I'm going to try and not complete that in one go today. But there might be quite a bit of racing to be done, because I think this is the series. We had some cups to do. I won't do the endurances online. I'll do them offline. So we've got a cup. Okay, we've got a head-to-head. We've got another cup. And the speed record. Right, so we haven't got a lot to do, to be fair. I'm going to do a cup and an endurance. Let's just have a look at the endurances we've got. Okay, there's a couple of short ones there. So what we're going to do today is I'll do the Bugatti Cup. So that is a 6-lap race. So we'll do 1 cup and 1 endurance. I don't normally like doing endurance, not online, because if you do endurance offline in a normal series, you normally need only to get to 6 and a bit miles to get first. But when you race endurances online, it picks up copies of human opponents, and then all of a sudden you've got to do 15 miles. I mean, when the endless endurances first came in, sometimes you'd have to beat 200 miles, which was just silly. I mean, fortunately, I think that was a bug and they got rid of it. It can still come up if you've got a team and one of your teammates has got a silly amount of miles done. Then it's a bit of a problem, because that comes up whether you're online or off. Anyway, we'll see how we get on here. Oh, there we go. So, already into 8th. That's like about spot on. Again, I'm not seeing a big issue in terms of not being able to win this, other than me smashing into the back of that guy there. We got Eric to knock the chinks out, it'd be fine. There we go. So, 7th at the end of lap 1. 6 cars to overtake in 5 laps. I could do that. Got to be careful not to make any errors here, because your car can easily be spun around with a little nip. There you go. 2 cars, perfect. 4 cars left to overtake. Now we'll need to do another race. To be fair, I could have done this in one go, but I just thought I haven't got enough gold to open up that many series, so I just thought we'll take our time with this one and do most of it online, as opposed to me like running through the series offline and then just finishing it off. So the plan for this series is to complete it on Thursday. Yeah, we're doing well. Look at this, we're up into 3rd at the end of lap 2. I'll just pause and have a look. Neil Rain has put in a super chat. Thank you very much. Says keep growing. Wow, that's my first ever super chat. Thank you very much, Neil. Very much appreciated. Blimey, that's exciting. It says hello, buddy. Hello back, sir. Hello back. Thank you very much for the super chat. Paul S1123 says, I usually leave endurance for when it needs servicing. Exactly, that's what I normally do. Do it offline and do it when the car needs servicing. I do that for endurance and also for time trials. But as needs must, we do different things. And then we've got Barry's. I can't read the rest of it. Is it Barry's humming? Says you could just do endurance offline without ever need to repair the car. So better use the car for other type of race until it's full red, and then just finish all endurance left without servicing. That is what I would normally do. But to be fair, I'm running out of races with this car. So that's why I'm going to do an endurance just for a change. Mix it up. Plus also I don't want to complete this series until Thursday. Because basically, because I haven't got a replacement for this series until Monday. I'll be honest, that's the only reason. So I am trying to keep these streams that we have got a lot of multiple series to race in and different cars to race in. Now what that might mean longer term is it might mean either A, we have fewer streams a week or we end up going down to like almost like doing what used to be known as the limited events, the limited series, and we just have one limited series left, one exclusive series left, but I'll have like a 2-hour free servicing reward available. Haven't decided on that yet. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing, just to keep it so that there's plenty of interest in terms of racing. Oh, hang on, I've messed up. Oops. There we go. Now then, I am in first. We're on lap 4, and we're 150 yards ahead. So that's good. We're doing okay. So Barry goes on to say, that's my strategy for completing a series fast. Understand that? To be fair, I'm sort of balancing out the speed at which I complete the series along with having something to race in my stream. And rather than just doing any race, which I think would be a little bit boring if there's nothing to be gained, i.e. we've already got a first place, I just thought it would keep the interest. You know, it's funny, once you start streaming a game, your strategy about how you play it changes. It's like I'm streaming and I've got myself a set of guidelines in terms of basically not cheating. Whereas when you're offline, you do all sorts, don't you? You take those shortcuts. I mean, sometimes you have to, like for example with the endless endurance, you kind of have to. But yeah, I just thought what I'll do is I'll establish a protocol in terms of reasonably good driving, So as I said, they're not hard and fast rules, they're more guidelines. Again, it shows that you can, for the most part, win all the races without having to do a form of cheating. It does require your racecraft to be reasonable. It does require, for the most part, you're using tilt, I mean it's tilt B, so manual acceleration, manual brake. And it also requires that you've got all the assists turned off. So as long as you've got those in place, there's not normally a race you can't win, so long as your car is at the correct PR level. I mean, look at this, we're winning this quite easily. We're on lap 6, we're 300 yards away from second. There we go. We're gonna bring this home first. I mean, what maybe I should do is, rather than waste the endurance, then why don't we just do one race with this car? We could do that. We could do that. Did you Lasan Kalana asks, how many cars do you have? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Yeah, thinking about it, I probably won't do the endurance. We'll not leave that there. I won't do the other cup because we'll save that for tomorrow. How many cars do I have? So let's go in the garage. So in the road garage, we have 296 out of 297 cars. And in the motorsports garage, we have 179 out of 226. So on the motorsports side, it's mainly the some of the Formula 1 cars that I don't have. Or, for example, if it's a bit weird on motorsports side, they tend to have like 3 or 4 cars in a series, but you only need 1 car to complete the series. So I've just skipped quite a number of cars. Whereas the road collection garage, you do need all the cars to complete the road collection. The only car that I haven't got, that's quite easy to get to, is the Ferrari FXXK Evo, which I won't be getting now because it's expensive. It's not the most expensive car in the game for me as it stands in terms of getting to 100%. I believe this, with a 20% discount and then upgrading it fully, would cost me around 2,500, which is actually a couple of hundred short of the upgrade costs that I'd have to apply to, there we go, the Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo. This car is expensive, and even though I've got 21 out of 28 upgrades there, it's more expensive than purchasing the Evo and then upgrading it, as in the Ferrari. So how crazy is that? Neil Rain asks, are we going to get more gold from EA? So this is an interesting question, because I wondered if we were going to get... Well, I'll tell you what I was hoping for. So they sent out a message to the game at 60 days saying, the game's going to end in 60 days. Here's 1,000 gold. And I thought, ooh, I wonder if that means we'll get gold at 50 days, 40 days, 30 days, 20 days, 10, and then 9, and then 8. And you know, it could have been quite exciting. But no, because we're on day 44, so there's no gold at 50. Does that mean they won't give any gold from now? I am not sure, because I don't know whether that gold reward was in any way, shape or form linked to the fact that they had an outage over Christmas. They had that 1 day outage. Now, they didn't put in the message that it was anything to do with that, but I can't help but think it probably was, and therefore there's a possibility of it was a one-off. So I'll be honest, I'm not expecting any more gold from EA, but it would be nice if they did decide to do that. Digulasan Kalana says, would you get all of them? Well, if the game was still going, the plan was by the end of this year, I would have taken Road Collection up to 100%. And then in the following year, would have taken Motorsports to 100%. But obviously, EA said, no, Tony, you can't do that. We're stopping the game. It was all because I wanted to take the game to 100%. EA went, no. That's obviously not the case. But yeah, it was a little bit of a fly in the ointment, so to speak. So all I'm going to do, I've enjoyed playing this game. I did put it down for a couple of years. My approach is expecting the game to be over on the 20th of March, and I'm just going to take the Road Collection as far as I can. At one point, I was hoping I could take it up to 100%. There's no chance of that. I would still need about 15,000 gold. And I think that's a low estimate. Now, realistically, Road Collection at 94%, I reckon I can get it somewhere between 96 and 98% by that March the 20th deadline. So that's going to be my goal. Right, okay, so let's go back to the Ferrari 488 GT3. The problem is I didn't want to complete it today, which obviously I've got the endurances, so I won't be doing that. I don't want to do that cup, so I've got a head-to-head. I've got a speed record. Do you know what? I'm going to leave that series there, and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll do the other cup. And then we'll complete the series on Thursday as per plan. We won't do the endurance. We'll keep those offline because, yeah, it'd be a complete... I mean, we'll just... Here's an example, right? Look at this. Like, if I do it online, what do I get? I won't get 6 miles. Look at that, 16.2. That's just crazy. Now, in fairness, I might be able to achieve that. But if we're well short of the 2 hour mark, we'll have a go at that. But we'll quit that and... we'll only come back to it if we're just struggling in terms of racing to do in my 2 hour stream window. So 2 cars left, 2 series left. We've only been racing 54 minutes, so I guess we will be coming back. What shall I do next? Let's do the Porsche 911 GT2 RS Club Sport. Now, can I get this to 75% and earn an additional 40 gold? So what have we got available for us? We've got lots of... Blimey, we've got loads of cups to do. Let's do a couple of cups. Let's not do Le Mans, though. What have we got there? Red Bull. Let's do... Red Bull Ring, 7 laps. Bit of a tough one, this one. Right, okay. Let's give it a go. Let's see how we get on. Almost off track. 11th position, that's not bad. That's pretty good. 10th position, even better. 9th position, we're coming up to the 2 worst corners in terms of my capability. I'm going wide. There we are, we're in 7th. You always find the 2 corners that are either right angles or a bit more than a right angle. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Here we go. I do rubbish out just like that. Although to be fair, I wasn't paying attention to where to brake, so it's my own fault. But the rest of the course, I tend to do okay. So at the end of lap 1, if I finish 7th, that's okay. 6 laps still to go, 6 cars to overtake. So some might say that's almost perfect. There we go, look at this. And we always get a little bit of a slingshot down here. 6th place, perfect. Might get another car. 5th place. Wonderful. So that means technically at 1 overtake per lap, I'm a lap up. I just need to be focusing on these next 2 corners. Yeah, I've never been able to master these 2. So always look at it as surviving. There you go, that's better braking. Right, and now for the rest of the lap, I can normally push and get closer to the car in front. Kind of like that. There we go, beautiful. 4th place. Mind you, I've done this and I've realised, hang on a minute, I need to get to 75%. Wasn't paying attention, was I? Okay, so I know what I can do to make amends, to be fair. I know what I can do to make amends. There we go. Into 2nd, awesome. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there, never mind. Yeah, maybe just to expand on the question to do with would I get all the cars. How I've approached the game predominantly is it's all about completing the series. So how I've focused it on it is, do I need a car to progress a series? So if I haven't needed a car, I haven't gone out to get the car. Oh dear. Oh hello, got a bit of work to do now. Now, so my first objective would be completing road collection, which does require having all the cars, and then completing motorsports in terms of 100% completion of the series. That doesn't need all the cars, but then I guess out of trying to achieve perfection in the game, I would carry on playing the game, winning gold, and then get the final cars that would serve no purpose in the series. All of it's almost like irrelevant now because the game is ending on the 20th of March. But if it wasn't, that's what I would be doing. I'd be focusing on completing the road collection, focusing then on completing motorsports, and then finally get all the cars. That's basically a surplus to requirement. Right, bit messy there, bit messy. So as I said, the more guidelines than rules, just as well. Okay, we're back in first. Let's see if we can not make a mistake this time. Got 2 laps to go. As I said, I've kind of messed up by doing a long cup first. But then again, maybe what I should do is a cup, then another cup. And then what we can do in regards to the Ferrari that's left to race, I might do quick races, and that might help me get through 2 rewards. Yeah, I might do that instead then. Might do that instead. Right, we're in the lead. We're first by almost 200 yards. We've sort of broken free of second. I think he's going to struggle to catch me now. Let's bring this home. And then I think what we'll do is we'll see what the durability of the car is like. And if we've got a bit of durability left, I'll still try and hit that 75% mark, and then finish off with another cup race. But I think I will do quick races for the Ferrari. And then we'll go through what my strategy is for tomorrow. What cars am I going to be upgrading? There we go, first place. Bit of a mess up there, to be fair. But you never know, we might be able to do something here. Let's have a look. Not a lot of durability left, and I haven't got any quick races on this car. Yeah. So I won't get to 40 gold today because I messed up there. I don't think so. There is a speed record. No. Not to worry. Not to worry. So what we'll do is we'll do another cup race. And we'll not worry about getting the gold. That hasn't messed my plans up because I can make sure it's the first race for tomorrow. 237 gold is what I'm at the moment. So let's do the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. It's another 7 laps. Do you know what? Let's hire the agent as well, just for the sake of it. Seems like she's there free. 7 laps around Indianapolis. Not a bad earning, not brilliant, but it's not bad. And there's loads of opportunity for overtaking on this track, so confident I can get first. No cheating, no bumping as much as I can. So I'm gonna go around the outside of the first corner just to stay out of trouble, and then I'll start making my way through the pack into 18. 17, 16, 15-14. 11, 10, there we go, into 9. Into 7th, that's absolutely perfect for one car to be overtaken per remaining lap. Look at that, this is a car that's got grip. Into 6th. I was a little bit late there on the brakes, but managed to get through just about. A little bit of a bump. That we're in 4th already. It's going to be another relatively straightforward victory. So that's 3rd at the end of lap 2. 2 cars to overtake. Oh, we'll get one of them here. Oh, no we won't. Let him overtake again. Mess that up. 3 cars to overtake. 4, 5 laps to go. So we should be alright. I just need to be a bit better at braking at that end there. This car isn't quite as good at braking as the Ferrari 488 GT3, unfortunately. I always feel that they're similar cars, but I think this is a slightly higher top speed, but its brakes aren't quite so good. Nevertheless, we are back in 3rd place. Look at that, we're hitting over 200 miles per hour down there. That's the problem, and I do need to brake early because that 220, wow. There we go, that's better. Wonderfully into 2nd there. Nice and easy. Got a hunt down. Oh dear, I say nice and easy. Hunt down 1st. Did I just see a back marker there as well? Was I mistaken? Must have been mistaken. Okay, 3 laps to go. 1 car to overtake. Let's hunt down Steve Fry. There we go, into 1st place. Let's go. Josu enters the chat, says, hello Guardian. Hello back, sir. welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Can you get that brake right, Tony? You've got one more lap. Okay, so second is just over 100 yards behind. We're still looking good for the win. It would just be nice if we could get that braking point right at the end of this very long straight. There we go. There you go, that's better. Could have probably braked a little bit later, but importance there was trying to keep it clean so we can stay in the lead. Right, so we're not going to get any gold from this series. That was a bit of a faux pas on my part. But we can get some gold back, and then we'll talk about what upgrades we're going to apply. Because I've got a total of 3 cars that I need to apply upgrades to, and I probably haven't got enough gold at this moment in time. Nevertheless, there we go. First place. Car needs servicing. %. We'll get to 75% in tomorrow's stream. Right, next up, the Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale. So I guess the plan is to do both 25% and 50%. 40 gold, taking us up to 277 gold. So we're going to be doing the quick races. So let's start with autocross at tier 3. This might not be enough. If there's not a quick race until tier 3, this might not be enough. .23 seconds. No. I don't think I got first there. Second. I mean, that's fair enough. That was a bit of a mess up at the end there. Let's do that again. Let's try that again. I reckon I could, yeah. If I'd have braked a little bit earlier at that final corner, I'm confident we would have got first. Still messed it up, but this time I think I did get first. There you go. Put the power on just a bit too early, but there we go. First place. Okay, we're off the mark. So what are we doing next? Oh, there we go. Tier 4 has 2 quick races, so we'll do a drag race. Okay, guaranteed at least third. Can we do better than that? Guaranteed at least second. This is for first. Not going to happen. We'll try that again. We'll give it one go, but I don't think that's going to happen. No. We'll have to accept second, at least for the moment. %23%. Let's do the speed snap at the National Circuit Red Bull Ring. I think this will be for 25% and a gold reward. I didn't really do that correct. I could have got a lot quicker there, but it was enough to get first. Happy with that. Happy with that. Let's give us a reward. 15 gold. Right, okay, so nothing at tier 6. Tier 7, we've got a drag race again. Oh, hello, this might mean another second place only. Well, at least I've got third. Let's see if we can get second. Okay. So, first, can we get first this time? Oh, that was close. That looked like first to me. Oh man, so close. Got to do it again. Got to do it again. Oh. I won't win this time. One more go. Guess I'm not winning that one either. That was so close. Tier 8, we've got Speed Snap and an Autocross. Let's get these out of the way. Haven't checked if after. Well, we'll check it after I've done this, but I reckon that might have taken me up to 87% completion for exclusive series. Well, I don't believe it. I think I've only got second. I thought for a minute there it was going to be fourth. Oh, right, okay, so let's try that again. One more go. Getting a lot of seconds all of a sudden. Oh, messed it up. One more go at that because I did mess it up. Although I am easily getting into second. I think that's still second. We'll leave it there, I think. We'll leave it there. We're getting a few seconds this evening. Okay, blimey, and we've had a few drag races this evening as well. So tier 11 drag race, another one, another second place, no doubt. Let's find out. Oh, whoa, what happened there? Did I accidentally push the backwards? The minus gear. That was the, I could have sworn that was the perfect start as well. Typical. Right. Well, as per usual, easy enough to get into second. What's the bet in first is a whole different story. I can already tell that yes is the answer to that question. Another second. I'm not doing very well tonight, am I? Never mind. I'm doing these online, so it is a little bit harder, but nevertheless. Right, we'll call that a second. We've had a few of those tonight. Never mind. Never mind. What are we up to? Well, we've still got plenty of durability left. Whereabouts are we in terms of percentages? 29%. Okay, we'll skip those. Speed snap at Hockenheimring. Right, 186 miles per hour is what I'm aiming for. Yes, there we go. First place. That was looking a little bit close there. %. So I've still got 20% to get up to 50. That's a long way still to go. And next up, autocross at tier 14. It is the longest autocross as per time in the game. Not with this car though. Even going up a hill is no problem for this car. So for a lot of cars, this particular time autocross lasts between 50 seconds and over a minute. but with this car, you've got to do it in 40 seconds. Oh dear. That's a big ask. Can we do it? No. That wasn't very good at all, was it? That was fourth. No, it was second. My mistake. So second, and I can improve. The question is, can I improve enough to get first? I think I can, because I did make a couple of mistakes there. So let's try that again. One more go. That wasn't pretty, but there we go, first place, 41.312. Couple of skids, couple of dents. Right, okay, there we go. There we go. So 32%, nothing there. We got a speed snap, tier 17 at the motorcycle course at Daytona. 173 miles per hour. Okay. Well, that one was quite easy. Funny how it goes. The Adventures of Valentine and George says, pull your finger out. And says to Mark that time, no it wasn't. Cheeky. Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Right, 34%. On to tier 18. Autocross. Grand Prix circuit. At Hockenheimring. Oh, yeah. I seem to remember this one being quite hard. Let's hope I've not already messed it up. Oh, off track there, a skid there. That's a yes, you've already messed it up. Somehow that was still enough to get first. No idea how. Maybe I'm not as bad at this game as I think I am. Okay, 36%. Nothing there. And we've only got speed snap. On tier 20, so I'm going to now after this find some of the single lap races, but the very short single lap, see if I can claw back, and failing that, when I run out of durability, I have at least got 3 time trials to do, so a little bit of movement possibly. Now remember, it's a time snap, Tony, so slow down and then speed up. 177, 178 miles per hour. First place. Look at that. Fantastic. Plenty of durability left, you know, as well. So I think I need to get to 44%. So I'm not that far off. So let's go back to tier 1. I don't want to do the hunters. I'm going to skip the hunters for the moment. So we've got a speed record at the club circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. I think we do that. I think we do that one. I'm sure that's a quick one. Yes, it is. Right. Okay. So this won't use up too much durability. And the fastest part of the track is at the end of the straight. And at the end of the straight is also the finish line, so it works perfectly. Second, that was so close. That was so close. Getting a few seconds this evening. Still got plenty of durability left. Probably up to only 39% though. There we go. We'll move down the tiers. We're going to do head-to-head at Melbourne because, again, Melbourne is a very short track. So I'm not expecting it to cost me too much in terms of durability. There we go, into first. Just got to stay there now. There we go. Boom. First place. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Plenty of durability left. 1.5 hours into the stream. I think we will finish with this car, but there's still plenty of racing still to be done with this car. Oh, we skipped a quick race. Let's do the autocross at Francorchamps. Well, that's just a lifesaver, that is. Hopefully, as long as I don't finish fourth, which is a possibility. Oopsie-daisy. I went out with a crash there. Still managed to get first. That was a bit lucky. Right, I just need to blow my nose. Excuse me one moment. Okay, 43%. Moving on to tier 9. We've got a speed record at the West Circuit, which again is a half circuit of a Grand Prix, so we'll give that a go. I'm gonna start from way back behind the start line because the fastest part of the track is at the end of that straight. There we go. First place. I am enjoying this car. This is good fun. Alright, there we go. We're bringing ourselves slowly but surely to that 50% mark. 45%. So I'm going to finish then in terms of the durability of the car with a cup race, and then I'm going to do the time trials, and that I reckon will guarantee 50%. That's 4 laps. That's 4 laps. Let's have a think about. Here we go. We've got to do this. Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course, 6 laps. Already done it once before this evening. It's a track where you can overtake at literally every single part of it, in my humble opinion, at least in this game. I'm just staying back, staying on the outside, out the way, and now I'll start working my way through the field, hopefully. Into 10th. Oh, he cut across me there. Obstruction. There we go. We are in 5th place. Did I say 5th? I meant 4th, sorry. Oh, I'll tell you what, this car's got good grip. Now I will need to brake earlier here. Didn't need to brake that early though. Right, there we go. Into 3rd place. 5 laps to go. 2 cars to overtake. Did I say 2 cars? We are storming this. Just don't service the car at the end, please. There we go. Okay, so we're 1st place. We're not even halfway through this cup. I knew this one would be a good race to have a go at getting 1st. Oops. Right, we're storming this. absolutely storming it. We're doing a lap in under a minute. That's crazy. What a car. And we've got the non-XX version of this also to fully upgrade. That might happen, or start, in fact, you know what? It might start to happen tomorrow. Okay, how are we doing? Do you know what? We're only on the 5th lap as well. That's incredible. One more lap to go after this. 300 yards ahead of second. Okay, there we go. Final lap. 800 yards ahead of second. Haven't caught back markers. Not surprised. Everyone's as fast. Look at that, beautiful. First place. We pulled that out of the bag, and you know what? We are going to hit 50%. Don't service the car. Not after this race, but we've got the opportunity with the time trials. So what are we at? 46%. Right, okay. What are the time trials that we've got? Bugatti, Mount Panorama, ooh, and Suzuka E-Circuit. So let's do the E-Circuit because it's easy. It's only half a lap. Thing about time trials in a series, you don't have to be fast, you've just got to be clean. You've just got to be clean. Oh. Doom. Boom. There we go. Okay, so don't service the car. Should be at 48%. We are indeed. So I'm going to do the other shorter track, which was the Bugatti circuit. Now hopefully I'll just need this to hit 50%, and then we'll service the car. And this card will be back tomorrow. We'll then take a look at the series we've got open and what we need to do to be able to race in 6 series tomorrow. That were close. Oh, that were close. Almost off track. Steady down there. There we go. Right. Oh. Ooh. Thought I went off track there, but obviously still part of the on track sensors. So that's good. There we go. That should be 50%. Don't service the car though just yet, just in case. There we go, 50%, 25 gold. We're up to 277. Now I kind of needed that, and it still isn't enough in terms of what I want to do. So we'll service that car. So what races have we got lined up tomorrow? Well, we have got 3 exclusive series. Potentially, I guess I can get gold in the Porsche 911 GT2 RS Club Sport and possibly the Ferrari. But let me just have it. What's 45 gold? Possibly. In regards to the other series, so if we go to Legends, this is where we need to spend some gold, I think. So I have got the Lamborghini in play. So we've got 2 at 82 and 82. So $280 for that one. We're going to skip that one. 81.9. 82.1. Now if I get that and leave it there just for the moment, it will mean I've got 2 races that I can do. So tomorrow I can do the Monza 5-lap race. It will need servicing after that. And then on Thursday I can do the motorcycle course at Daytona, which is 6 laps. Both a minimum PR of 82, so I can do one of those races per day. So that's good. So I've got 207 gold left. Now this is where it becomes a little bit problematic. If we go back, exclusive is still at 86%. That's not good. But if we go back to the cars that are close to being upgraded, we've sort of done now with the Lamborghini Centenario for the rest of the week. It will be fully upgraded for Monday, but we don't need to spend any gold on it further on this week. We've got the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. So if we go to the series it's in, it's only got 1 race, and I need to get it up to 88.8. 495. That's 88.7. There we go. 100 gold. So we could just spend 100 gold and open up racing in that series tomorrow. It's only 3 laps, but worthwhile doing. More gold comes back as well. So that's what we might do there. And then we've also got the Duqueen D08 LMP3. This was actually going to be the next car I was going to focus on upgrading. The series it's in only needs 0.1 PR to be able to race in it. So we can do both. We can do both of those cars. So let's do that. Let's apply 95 there. Open up the series. So that's one series back. I need another series back. And go back to the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, the sister car to the XX, and let's apply no, not brakes. Let's apply tyres and wheels. And there we go. We're now back down to 12 gold. But it does mean I've got 6 series, 6 cars lined up to race tomorrow. So that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Now, obviously, we'll possibly get some gold back from those series as well. Well, at least the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, and obviously the Porsche 911 GT2 RS Club Sport as well. So plenty of racing, plenty of gold to be won, and we've now put into play 3 cars to be upgraded. But you've seen there the Lamborghini Centenario, its last upgrade, or the most expensive upgrade, is 280 gold. That's probably not so bad. The Duqueen, each of its upgrades are around just over the 100 mark, but the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, its final upgrade is 495 gold. I don't think we'll be opening its exclusive series this week, but we'll aim for it for next week. So it's all good fun. It's all good fun, sort of, kind of. Right, okay, there we go. That is the end of racing for today and the end of the stream. Why does it do that? Why does it tell me there's an offer of gold to purchase, which I would never do anyway, when they've turned all that off? That does annoy me a little bit. So, coming back to one of the questions that I think it was Neil Rain asked. He said, do you think there will be further rewards? I'm playing the game as if there isn't, to be perfectly honest. And the message said 60 days to go. So we've missed 50 days. So the question will be, could there be a reward at 40 days? I don't think so. I think it would have been done if they'd have done 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That would have been a bit of fun. But obviously they don't know what fun is, I guess. But that won't happen. It will be intriguing if they do 40. If they do 40 gold, that would suggest maybe 20 gold is on the table, and possibly then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kind of clutching at straws, but it's something to keep an eye out. And kind of it's at 44 days still to go. You could argue it's 45, 44, 45 days to go. So we'll find out over the weekend if there's another reward. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would bet all my R dollars that there won't be a reward. But there we go. Anyway, there we are. End of racing for today. Hello, where's my camera gone? There it is. Let's mute the audio. There we go. Right, okay, so thank you all for watching, and thank you to Neil Rain for the first super chat in the stream. That's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. That's like a milestone to this channel. So thank you. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat and all your questions and comments. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up or a like. And if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then if you watch on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian. And if you watch on Rumble, then please follow the channel, The Fifth Guardian. And if you get the opportunity, share it with your friends and family. I'm sure they'll love the stream as well. Right, there we go. That's the end. All it remains for me to say is whatever is left of your day, I hope it is a good one. And I also hope to see you all tomorrow. So until then, thank you and goodbye.